Welcome. You are currently looking at the Qonsent platform, and we're going to walk you today through an integration with Snowflake. Within the Qonsent platform, we have a data management capability where somebody who has administration capabilities within Snow can come in here and set up the host, the schema, the database, the username and password, and immediately connect in the cadence defined by the business, all data built in this environment immediately into the brand Snowflake instance. And when configured correctly, the data is entered one way. It can only be replaced, validated, deleted. No end user or human can ever see these credentials again because of security controls. Once this is configured, the brand can then go in and create what we call a smart contract. And in advance of this, I've created a Snowflake smart contract that when you look at the details, is requiring customers to agree to a privacy policy, opt into giving their data into Snowflake for the brand, opt into a terms of service, and possibly retargeting. And this contract is actually tied to what we call a smart form. And this smart form builds out an iframe for brands to immediately launch and integrate within their front-end apps or websites to capture the data from the consumer that they need, and an explicit consent. For example, right here, if I do not actually opt in, the brand will not let me continue. I must opt in to putting my data in Snowflake. I can always decline, but if I opt in, I can opt out of terms of service and retargeting. These are brand decisions. And when I agree, that data that I've just given goes directly into Snowflake. The brand can then come into their Snowflake instance and see all of the data from Qonsent immediately within their instance. And they can even look up a given user by primary email address. They can look up a user by phone number or any other data they've asked for. And when they look it up, the record will be there immediately in the user's instance, in the brand's instance securely, with all the data that they've just captured. Additionally, they can look up not just the member, but the entire contract detail that the consumer signed, which will include everything down to the HTML, the CSS, and any other detail such as data rights and creation times, a full ledger of the interaction with their consumer immediately in the brand Snowflake instance. Thank you.